Have you ever wondered about the rich history behind the sun-soaked beaches of northern Cyprus? Nestled in the eastern basin of the Mediterranean Sea, northern Cyprus is a geographical gem that is as intriguing as it is beautiful. It is an area with a unique identity, a self-declared state, recognized only by Turkey. Yet, its distinctiveness doesn't end there. The history of northern Cyprus is a rich tapestry of cultures, each leaving its indelible mark on the land and its people. This is a place where the past and present harmoniously coexist, where ancient ruins stand proudly against the backdrop of modern cityscapes. It's a place where the echoes of history can be heard in the laughter of the people and seen in the vibrancy of their traditions and customs. Northern Cyprus's charm goes beyond its historical significance. Its Mediterranean climate, characterized by hot, dry summers and mild, wet winters, makes it a year-round destination for tourists. The sun-drenched beaches and azure waters draw people in, but it's the warmth of the locals and the depth of the culture that makes them stay. Here, the sea is not just a body of water, but a storyteller, a silent witness to the island's history. From the Phoenicians to the Ottomans, the sea has seen it all. It's seen the rise and fall of empires, the ebb and flow of trade, the joys of peace, and the sorrows of conflict. Yet, despite its tumultuous history, northern Cyprus remains resilient. Its people have withstood the test of time, preserving their culture and heritage while embracing the new. They've turned adversity into strength, conflict into unity. Their resilience is reflected in the vibrant cities, in the bustling markets, in the serene countryside, and in the tranquil beaches. This is northern Cyprus, a place of contrasts and contradictions, where history and modernity intersect, where the sun shines brightly on a land steeped in history. A land that is as captivating as it is mysterious, as welcoming as it is intriguing, as beautiful as it is resilient. A beautiful paradise with a past, northern Cyprus is a testament to the resilience of its people and their culture. What if I told you northern Cyprus was once home to ancient kingdoms and civilizations? This captivating land has been a crossroads of cultures, empires, and epics, with a history that reaches back to the dawn of civilization. Our story starts in the Neolithic Age, a time when early humans were just beginning to transition from nomadic hunter-gatherer lifestyles to settled farming communities. In northern Cyprus, archaeological evidence points to the existence of such settlements, demonstrating the area's long-standing significance in human history. Imagine the ancient people of this land, cultivating their crops under the same sun that bathes the island today. As centuries rolled on, northern Cyprus became a coveted jewel for a succession of mighty empires. Each left its indelible mark, contributing to the rich tapestry of the region's history. The Assyrians, known for their military prowess and architectural achievements, were one of the first to rule. Their reign was followed by the Egyptians, whose influence can still be seen in the archaeological remnants scattered across the island. Next came the Persians, establishing their rule with an iron fist and leaving behind a legacy of art, literature, and philosophy. The echoes of their grandeur can still be felt today in the ruins of ancient cities and fortresses that dot the landscape of northern Cyprus. The Roman Empire, the last of this illustrious line, brought with it the splendors of classical antiquity. Their influence permeated every aspect of life, from architecture and law to culture and religion. They left behind a legacy of grand amphitheaters, aqueducts, and mosaic-laden villas, tangible reminders of a bygone era of opulence and grandeur. Each of these empires in their time helped shape northern Cyprus into the fascinating land that it is today. They left behind not just ruins and relics, but also a rich cultural heritage that has been woven into the very fabric of the island's identity. Despite the passage of time, the echoes of these ancient civilizations can still be felt in northern Cyprus today. Their stories are written in the stones, the ruins, and the landscape itself, waiting to be discovered and cherished by those who seek to understand the past. Did you know that northern Cyprus was a strategic gem for the Byzantine and Ottoman empires? Northern Cyprus, with its stunning landscapes and strategic location, was a coveted jewel in the crown of both the Byzantine and Ottoman empires. These periods were times of grandeur and tumult, leaving an indelible mark on the architecture, culture, and religion of northern Cyprus. Let's take a step back in time to the Byzantine era, which spanned from the 4th century to the 12th century. The Byzantines, successors of the Roman Empire, etched their influence on northern Cyprus with grand architectural feats. Churches, monasteries, and fortresses many of which still stand today, are testaments to their artistic prowess and strategic thinking. But the Byzantine reign was not without its challenges. Northern Cyprus faced numerous Arab raids between the 7th and 10th centuries. These invasions, while tumultuous, also introduced new cultural and religious influences that further enriched the island's diverse tapestry. The Ottoman period, starting from the 16th century, was another significant era that left its mark on Northern Cyprus. The Ottomans, known for their formidable military strength and expansive empire, brought with them a different set of cultural and religious influences. The Siege of Nicosia, a pivotal event in 1570, marked the beginning of Ottoman rule in Northern Cyprus. Under the Ottomans, Northern Cyprus underwent a cultural metamorphosis. Mosques rose alongside Byzantine churches, and Turkish became a prominent language. The Ottomans introduced new systems of governance and law, shaping the social and political landscape of the island. Even today, you can see the imprints of these two great empires on Northern Cyprus. Byzantine fortresses stand strong, bearing silent witness to the past. Ottoman mosques with their distinctive minarets punctuate the skyline, a symbol of a time when empires ebbed and flowed across this strategic island. The Byzantine and Ottoman influence on Northern Cyprus is undeniable, forever shaping its landscape and culture. But what happened to Northern Cyprus in the 20th century that led to its current political status? As we journey through time, it's important to note that the 20th century brought major changes to Northern Cyprus, changes that were marred by conflict and division. The island, once a harmonious blend of Greek and Turkish Cypriots, began to see tensions rise between these two communities in the mid-20th century. The root of this tension? A complex web of political, cultural, and historical factors that proved too difficult to untangle. By the 1960s, these tensions had escalated to a point where it was no longer possible to ignore them. The Greek Cypriots, who formed the majority of the island's population, began pushing for enosis, a union with Greece. This naturally was met with resistance from the Turkish Cypriots, who feared a loss of their cultural and political rights. The situation reached a boiling point in 1974, a year that would forever change the face of Northern Cyprus. Following a coup by the Greek Cypriots aimed at achieving enosis, Turkey, citing its role as a guarantor power under the 1960 treaty, launched a military invasion. The invasion resulted in a de facto division of the island into a Turkish Cypriot north and a Greek Cypriot south. In 1983, the Turkish Cypriots declared the independence of the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. However, this declaration has been recognized only by Turkey. For the rest of the world, Northern Cyprus remains a part of the Republic of Cyprus, albeit a part that is de facto under Turkish control. The modern history of Northern Cyprus is a tale of conflict and division, but also one of resilience and survival. Despite the political isolation and the ongoing disputes, the people of Northern Cyprus have managed to carve out a space for themselves, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. So, what does Northern Cyprus look like today? As we journey into the present, Northern Cyprus stands as an enchanting blend of cultures, where Turkish and Greek influences intertwine in a harmonious dance. This is a place where the past and the present coexist, creating a unique atmosphere that captivates the heart of every visitor. With a flourishing tourism industry, Northern Cyprus has become a sought-after destination. Its famous landmarks, such as the majestic Hilarion Castle and the ancient city of Salamis, stand as silent witnesses to its rich history. These sites, steeped in centuries of stories, offer a chance to step back in time and immerse oneself in a world of historical wonders. Yet Northern Cyprus is not just about history. It's a vibrant, living culture that thrives in its markets, restaurants, and festivals. The local cuisine, music, and arts reflect a deep-rooted tradition that continues to evolve and adapt. Northern Cyprus, with its rich history and vibrant culture, invites you to explore its hidden treasures and unravel its fascinating story.